Introduction. Welcome to this genealogical recording brought to you by Aquitaine Publishing, copyright 2025, all rights reserved. This recording is dedicated to preserving the rich tapestry of family histories, connecting generations past and present. Through detailed research and personal accounts, we delve into the roots of heritage, uncovering the stories that shaped the lives of those who came before us. It is our hope that this record serves not only as a chronicle of lineage, but as an enduring legacy for future generations. Please enjoy this journey through time where every name, date, and story brings history to life.
Howard Ray Jarrell III was born January 16, 1950, at March Air Force Base in Riverside, CA, to USAF Col. Howard R. Jr. and Rosemary Stroud Jarrell. Howard Jr. was the son of Howard R. Jarrell, who worked at the Federal Housing Administration. Howard Jr. was commissioned a pilot in the United States Army Air Force in 1942 and was held in Russia for 10 months as a prisoner of war. Captain Jarrell flew his B-29 Superfortress, nicknamed Ramp Tramp, to Vladivostok for an emergency landing on July 29, 1944, where it became the first of 3 B-29s to be interned by the Soviets that year. Ramp Tramp first entered Soviet territory while returning from a raid in Manchuria. Jarrell's crew experienced electrical system problems and were saddled with a radio that would receive but not transmit, so Jarrell headed toward Vladivostok, where he naively assumed that he and his crew would be allowed to fly home as soon as the bomber could be repaired and refueled. Like many U.S. airmen, he thought the Soviets, then allies in the war against Germany, would welcome him and his crew. But Vladivostok proved to be hostile territory. Ever since the Doolittle raid on Tokyo in April 1942, all U.S. aircraft penetrating Soviet airspace in the Far East had been confiscated. Ramp Tramp was flown to Izmailovo because Soviet leader Joseph Stalin wanted a B-29 to serve as a template for a new heavy bomber to be produced in massive numbers in just 2 years, the Tu-4. Such a high-stakes scheme in technology transfer, if successful, would recast the Soviet Air Force into a strategic air arm and pave the way for military parity with the West in the uneasy peace that followed World War II. By copying the B-29, the Soviets would have an intercontinental bomber capable of striking New York City and the industrial heartland of the United States, and in a fraction of the time it would take them to develop their own design. After landing in Vladivostok, Jarrell never saw the airplane again. He and his crew members joined other interned airmen in a camp in Central Asia, where they remained for months prior to being repatriated through Iran. Jarrell would go on to serve 20 years in the Air Force as part of Strategic Air Command and Air Command and Staff College, where he was a faculty member. He retired in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and obtained a degree in aerospace studies and joining the staff of the Research Foundation. He had a lifelong interest in the environment, and in 1976 he was honored as a distinguished conservationist. He died in Stillwater, January 14, 1993 at age 72. Rosemary Stroud is the daughter of Harry Asbury Stroud and Foy Vaughn. Her grandfather was James Oscar Stroud, son of Drusilla E. Shanks Stroud. Rose attended Central State University, now University of Central Oklahoma, in Edmond, and appeared in the Chorus of Schoolgirls in The Mikado. By 1940, Rose married Howard of the Army Air Corps, later the USAF, and during the war was stationed at Fort Sam Houston, Texas. Howard Ray III was raised in a military family, moving to and from various U.S. Air Force bases around the country. When the family retired to Stillwater, he graduated from Oklahoma State University with a degree in microbiology in 1972. He then attended the University of Oklahoma College of Medicine, graduating in 1977. Howard completed 2 internal medicine internships and his neurology residency, then went into private practice in 1982. He developed and was the medical director of Back OK, a multidisciplinary spine rehabilitation program in Oklahoma City. In the following years, his practice included spinal injections and intraoperative monitoring. He was associated with Integris Baptist Medical Center and Mercy Health Center, both in Oklahoma City. Howard and Carol McClure met and married in the late 1970s and shared the next 40 years together. He was known for his passion for learning, boating, music, and his dogs. He and Carol would have sons Jordan, who died in 2013, and Chris Millerin. Howard passed away December 11, 2017 in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.